And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Broncos offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look safe. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quick release on the RPO. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive kick.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for the goal line, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dude.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground with the back. Creates a little space.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Algier. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown Broncos. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Finds a tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fresno State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Turning it on. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Etienne. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. A little release to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Fresno State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move to his left. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's York. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fresno State will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's York. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Algier. Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing.
They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Off-play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Fresno State! And here they come, almost all the way back.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terrell. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They're going back to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quarterback making checks. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Etienne. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over Arkansas State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Fires to the tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you? The ground game going because so far, not a lot of success.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Lowers those pads. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here. And
the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there.
A shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's throwing 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. The give. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Broncos will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game lead. That is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's York. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to swing it on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like...
And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Finds his big tight end. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Bulldogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just 1 play.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Hit as he throws. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollock and